Welcome to First Person Defender, where good guy role players come face to face with unknown attackers in real-world scenarios and fight their way out.
Do it now!
Each episode of First Person Defender features a situation straight out of real life.
Get down on the ground now!
This is First Person Defender.
Nobody's in there.
You read about it every day. Normal people minding their own business are robbed and attacked at an ATM machine. What would you do?
Hey, give me your money! Give it here! Give it here!
My name is Matt. I work at Sturm Ruger as a product manager.
You know, Matt is he's an industry insider, so he has a good understanding and concept of firearms, and he's got some competitive experience, which should play well for the safety side of it, and we'll see whether that can translate itself to the self-defense realm.
I started shooting when I was about 10 years old. You know, bolt action, 22 with my father. We would just shoot the burning barrel and have a good time plinking. I got into competitive shooting about 10 years ago, shooting IDPA. I have a state of New Hampshire concealed carry permit. I carry the Ruger LC9S.
He's got a pretty clean slate, and he's very open to some ideas and some possibilities. All right, Matt, so we're out here at an ATM machine, and we're gonna be having you just stand in line with a bunch of other customers. You're there to either take money out, deposit a check, do whatever it is you do at an ATM machine, and I just want you to kind of observe and see what's going on, and I wanna see you react appropriately to whatever it is that's presented to you. You know, the whole idea about ATMs, you know, the convenience factor in life. You know, you're standing there, you got your back to the rest of society, and you've got your whole life savings right there in your hands. Most of them are somewhere where there's foot traffic. There's usually a group of people standing around waiting to get on it. You know, there's always that person in front of you that's taken forever, so that the line grows. It's a real open opportunity for something to take place. You know, in putting First Person Defender together, we've seen some pretty unexpected, wild things take place.
If you have to use a gun in self-defense, you will need an attorney. Let our experienced attorneys protect your freedom and assets with a membership in Firearms Legal Protection. For more, go to firearmslegal.com.
The Ruger LC9S, a striker-fired version of the award-winning Ruger LC9 pistol, has a short, light, crisp trigger pull for faster, more accurate shooting, and provides personal protection in a slim, lightweight, concealable handgun. Another rugged, reliable firearm from Ruger.
Deep penetration and massive expansion for ultimate stopping power when the stakes are at their highest. That's what you get with Remington Ultimate Defense.
First Person Defender, brought to you by Taurus, Crimson Trace, and Simunition. As Matt gets geared up, the crew members set up the scenario. Remember, crew members in yellow shirts are out of play. Everyone else is in the scenario.
I don't understand why you just don't come get me. Hey, can you give me a ride?
Where do you need to go?
I don't know, my car broke down and my cell phone died. And I tried to call you for a ride, but it won't come. And I'm just like, it's driving me crazy.
Well, I just have my errands to run, and then I gotta get going.
You sure?
Yep.
Dang.
Have you asked inside for
I
help?
don't know what, nobody's in there. Thanks.
Hey, give me your money! Get it! Give it here! Give it here! Give it here! Give it here! Stop! Give me yours! Stop! Give me...
All right, index. Index.
What's your breathing so hard about?
I was breathing heavily. I couldn't really understand the conversation.
Right.
But I could see distress. I could hear a distressed voice.
Uh-huh. Now, you never thought of her as a threat or any potential issues with her?
At the end of the day, I think what I felt like is everyone here could be a threat.
Okay, and then you've got the guy getting his money out of the machine, and then our bad guy comes out of where?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, suddenly our bad guy's there. I mean, what's going on at the machine?
Well, the guy at the ATM got hacked,
Uh-huh.
and it was my turn.
Okay.
So I dashed stage right, puffing and just kind of looking for the next place to go.
Halfway down the street.
Halfway down the street. I don't think that was far enough yet.
We're back at the range, and what we're going to be working on is some close quarters and some movement. We're going to try and get some distance. Remember how you were real tight at that ATM machine?
Yes.
Okay, and you were backing up away, and what we want to work on is your draw, your presentation, and that kind of dedicated tactical movement.
Okay.
So we're going to do a little bit of movement. It's a real simple exercise, and just see how it works out. So what we've got is, your close proximity. You're standing back behind somebody that was at the machine, but we're going to start this as if the bad guy now is turned and confronted you, okay? You're here, and you initially, you're unarmed, your hands are empty, maybe you got your ATM card in your hand, something. Come up and give it a pop, and then initiate that movement backwards, okay? You get about a step, 2 steps off of him, I want you to bring that weapon out, and I want you to be able to keep the weapon on target as you egress, maybe 4 or 5 steps back, okay. Creating that about 21 feet, give or take, distance between he and you, okay? You have kids?
Yes.
Stuff all over the floor?
Everywhere.
Okay, think about when you're walking, not kicking that stuff across the floor. So we're moving to the rear. We want to go toe, heel, toe, heel. We want to be able to hit something and rock over the top of it. You ready?
Ready.
All right, here we go. And stop, go and scan, and recover back to your holster. All right, very good, very good. Go ahead and reholster that with a slide to the rear. It's a good place to wrap this up. Let's head back out, all right?
Thank you.
All right.
The second scenario started a lot like the first. I approached the ATM, I got in line. All of a sudden, there's a man in front of me beating the person at the ATM with a crowbar.
Slim, concealable, and powerful protection. The M&P Shield by Smith & Wesson. Confidence? We perfected that years ago.
From what I learned in the service, if a fight comes, anything can happen.
In the seconds between ready to fight and actively engaged, have you done everything in your power to defend yourself? This is Condition Crimson, and in Condition Crimson, we stand.
First Person Defender, brought to you by Smith & Wesson, Crossbreed Holsters, and Remington.
All right, Matt, so we're back up here where the scenario is going to play out. It's essentially the same scenario you just did. You're going to be at the ATM, people around, just see what happens, monitor, make some good judgment calls,
okay.
And be safe, sane, and let's see what happens.
All right.
Any questions?
No, sir.
All right, well, let's make this thing happen.
Stop! Stop!
Index, index, index.
Woo!
You got me. So I take my eyes off the man on the phone to see a crowbar being employed in front of me, and going, well, do I shoot a guy with a crowbar? And then he's hitting the person at the ATM.
Right.
I guess I could probably shoot the guy with the crowbar. As I exited, I think I'm looking for people, but I did not see my assailant.
How'd you ultimately find out about that?
Just a little tap to the chest.
Okay, little tap to the chest, little wake-up call?
Yep.
All right, all right. Why'd you go to the floor?
I don't know. Certainly some more training would never hurt me. In competition, there's good guy targets and bad guy targets.
Right.
You point a gun at all those targets. You just try not to shoot the good guy targets.
Right.
Here, I pointed a gun at a lot of people, whether they were good or bad. Tunnel vision is a real thing. It's startling.
He tunnel visioned in on just that amount of action in front of him, and then our second bad guy presents himself from the payphone and shoots Matt.
When I soaked up those rounds, it was just this very startled. How did this happen? Where did it come from? And instead of turning and exiting the way I went the first scene, I'm aware there's a picnic table now behind me, and I just kind of sat. And I'm going, what am I doing on the ground? I started to climb up, and I don't think we got much farther than that.
You know, that's a real human reaction. Everybody's going to go through some form of that type of response. These are all typical human reactions. These are human responses. That's really the hardest part to condition somebody to manage, are those effects of those various human reactions.
I shot a bad guy right in a pile of good guys. And that's a training issue that I need to resolve between real life self-defense training and what I do for competition.
Matt actually shot an innocent bystander that was one of the victims that was involved in this. You know, the rules of firearm safety, you know, be sure of what's behind you and what the backstop is. It applies to situations where you're going to be using that weapon in self-defense.
I think what I really draw from this is how easy it is to lose my awareness of what's going on around me. My number two, I think at this point, is just that for all the people that were involved in that scene, I probably pointed my gun at all of them, except my shooter. And I'm not really comfortable with that idea in real life.
You know, waking up and understanding, man, you know what? I just screwed that up, and I got to work on that. That's the first step. But he understands. He realizes that there's more to it now.
This is unlike anything else I've ever done. It's not a beep and a crowd at a competition. This is a completely new feeling.